Hello and welcome to Veronica Jenkins Online Psychic Mediums. I am Anita Denise and I'm here this afternoon, if you're in the UK, to do some online live readings for you. So as you start coming through, let me know that you're there. Say hi. Let us know where you're actually based, if you're in the UK or overseas. And as the hour goes on, I shall start sort of pull some cards and do some readings for you. Now, I am a psychic medium and also an animal communicator, and I'm here for this hour to literally spend time with you, share messages of healing, inspiration, and love to you. If you'd like a message from your animal, I'm here to do that for you. Hi, Kay, how are you? Nice to have you back here this afternoon. So I know Kay is in the UK here, so welcome back to UK, and I hope Lewis is feeling better this week in himself. And lovely name here, Tanita. What a beautiful name, Tanita. So, and hi, Donna Roy, to you as well, Donna. Hi, Donna. So I don't know again where you're from. Let me know where you're from, because it's lovely to know which part of the world, the globe you may be in. You may all be from the UK, or you may be, you're also from Patrick here, you are in the UK. So again, here, just nice to sort of get to know where we're all coming from. Hi, Christine. Christine, I think I worked with you on Saturday evening on different platforms. So Ireland, Patrick. You know, Patrick, I have to say, I've not been there. It's one of those places I do want to get to go to at some point, and my great mother came from Southern Ireland, so it'd be nice to sort of see some of the roots really at some point to come over there. So again here, and I have so Tanita, that beautiful name here, from South Africa. And again, it always fascinates me with South Africa, which is just an hour in front of the UK, and you're so many miles away. So there's just an hour. So, oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Kay, that Holly seems to be helping. And it will also help if you're both taking it, because obviously our animals are so connected to us that if our emotions are very much entwined. So again, it will help if you're taking it, and also if he's helping him as well. So, and it can take a couple of weeks to really sort of properly notice the benefits when you're using energy medicine. So Christine Davis, you are in Surrey. So welcome to you, Christine. Surrey is also a lovely part of the world as well, especially when the sun is shining here. So where you are, I hope the sun is shining. Now this afternoon I'm going to start to work. Now if you are coming on as a Facebook user, at the moment, I can see all of your names. Hi, Tracy. Love to have you back here, Tracy, this afternoon. So if you're a Facebook user, please put your name in the chat box. So, because I tend to work energetically with your name as well. So Facebook user, I don't actually know who I'm working with, basically. So hi, Amy Mann. Hi to you. So good morning. So I can't quite see the little flag there. So you're probably there in the States somewhere, as I start to see it. So a Facebook user just coming on. Hi to you. Please, again, in the chat, if you don't mind just putting your name in there. First name's all I need, because then I've got a few Facebook users on here I know who I'm actually connecting with and working with. And I'm going to start to work now. Now, what I would, from Glasgow, it's a lovely part of the world as well. My stepfather come from Glasgow, and he lived down here in London for many years. Never ever lost his accent, which was great. I loved his accent and very distinctive. So I'm going to see here who I'm being drawn to. Now, again, if you want me to draw a card for a specific question, please just put it in the chat box there. If you'd like an animal, or just pull a random card for you to see where we're going to be going to this afternoon. And if you'd like me to connect with an animal for you, I work with the animal's name, and ideally let me know if the animal's in spirit side of life or literally in the physical body, and species. So example B, one of my dogs is called China, so I'll say dog China, still in the physical body, and that is the way we can work from there. So I'm going to start to use my cards now, and let's see. So I'm going to come to Christine Davis to start off with, because your name has just jumped out at me. And hi, Facebook user Carol there, thank you for putting your name in the chat box. So Christine Davis, I'm going to put a random card for you on the stage. Okay, so I'm going to use these cards here, which I do use quite often, but I'm not using them for some months, I want to say to you. So let me see here. Oh, I've got the Emperor. They are tarot, but they're a different twist on the tarot here, not the traditional type of tarot. So random card for you, I want to say to you here. So I pulled the Emperor. Now, for me, when I pull the Emperor card here, it's very much about masculine energy, I want to say, okay? So I feel here, I want to bring a man here through for you. I want to bring that masculine energy that comes here through for you. And I feel sometimes in our lives, we need to to find the masculine of our parts of ourselves and the feminine parts of ourselves, regardless of what our gender potentially is, because there's aspects where, you know, opposites, you know, yin and yang, night and day, it all comes in here. And I feel here, Christine, this card for you at the moment is about strength, I want to say to you, because I think if we think of like the stereotypical type of the male and the strength here, and I feel, I want to say to you, I'm bringing that strength towards you, Christine. And I feel here, again, random card here, but I feel you're the one who needs to be having strength, but strength, and it feels like more like emotional strength, I want to say, I want to bring in for you, Christine, here, but emotional strength, I'm going to say, for people that are around you, okay? So I feel here there's some people around you, other family members, just people here where you're someone, you hold it very well together for people around you, okay? And I think people will come to you, people, you know, people, close people here, not just any random people, but just people come to you who need, and I want to say to you, a bit of reassurance, a little bit of strength here, a little bit of that inner knowledge, that inner knowing. I feel here that you, Christine, you actually hold and actually, you know, are a good someone to come to for advice. And this is where I feel like strength comes in here for you, because I feel at the moment you're very much here, someone here, I want to say to you, who is giving strength to people and talking to people. So just, you know, just know here, and you're doing, I will say to you, you're doing a good job, Christine, is what I feel here. So it's okay here, because again, sometimes we can be giving too much of ourselves to other people, but that strength, I want to say to you, that strength that comes in here is that inner strength, that knowing and that guiding. Like I want to say for you, Christine, you may not be aware of this, but you feel like a guiding light, I want to say, for a lot of people around you. So keep doing what you're doing, shine that light, because I know here your advice is sorely wanted, listened to, and respected, I'm going to say to you. So keep that power that's there within you going. And I know it feels also a good source for you, I want to say to you, at times when you need that strength yourself, okay? So random card, but know that's what you're doing. Outside world here, you're helping a lot of people around you, I want to say to you, okay? So I know, Christine, that is helping you, okay? So let's just see here. Right, I've got here, befriend, family befriend, my dog Mitzi, okay, is in the spirits, been, I'm going to come to Mitzi, okay, in the spirit, okay, little Carol, so he's from Carol in their dog Mitzi is in the spirit side of life. Now I do feel here, best friend Mitzi, right, I just feel Mitzi, I want to say, I feel Mitzi, I just want to feel like, as I feel Mitzi come through here, I feel, even if I was a small dog, I feel I've got a lot of character, so I feel a very, very large life character comes in here with little Mitzi, I want to say, they come through here for me. I also feel, as they come through here, I know Mitzi to be, when I say vocal, they like to be, they let you know they're there. I mean, most dogs do let you know they're there, but my dogs are being quite quiet at the moment, so let's hope they stay that way. I have 3 with me. But I feel like Mitzi here, she comes through, it's like, I just feel very vocal. I want attention. I want to see I'm here. I want to be here. Very much, I want to say Mitzi loves to be around people, loves to be with a, you know, quite choosy. She's not a dog here and wants to go to anybody I don't know, but the people that I know and they love, I very much here want to be around people. My family is what I feel very important here, and what I'm seeing. I also feel here regarding Mitzi, there feels to be I'm looking down here, there's an important date down here now, a birthday down here that I'm being made of by Mitzi, and I feel here little Mitzi saying to me, yeah, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm doing fine on the other side of life. I want to say to you, I know it feels like Mitzi has also there's a marking, a place here where they later rest at home. Stuff of theirs is brought back home, so I feel the presence of Mitzi is still very much around, I want to say to you. And I want to say to your friend here, Carol, so I know this is for your friend, your best friend here, for Mitzi. It feels like I can almost like your friend at times thinks they can hear Mitzi, I want to say to you, okay? So say to your friend, Mitzi, very much here, I can hear Mitzi, almost like the voice, Mitzi's sound, I want to say to you, coming through to me. So I know she's trying to connect to your friend here, to let you know, your friend know that she is okay, I want to say to you, okay? And it feels, I want to say here, I know for her, it feels like my time, I know when it comes to that part of my life when I'm crossing over, it feels to have happened fairly quickly as well, I want to say to you, okay, as I've crossed over there for her. So no little Mitzi, you know, she's a larger than life personality, and that's exactly as she comes through. And a little, I will say to you, in a good way, because I've got dogs, I understand dogs quite well. She's, when I say little fighter, she's up for everything, you know what I mean, up for everything, I want to say to you, and she ain't missing out on nothing at all, is what she's saying to me, okay? And it feels, I want to say to you, where she is now, there feels to be I know it's like a grandparent, I want to say to you, that is up there now, that I'm connecting with over there in the spirit side of life. She's actually showing me, and I will say to you, I am seeing a cat there, okay? And what I feel is, I actually feel she's weighing the cat up. So not necessarily an animal that likes to be, cats particularly, but I'm looking here, I do feel there's a connection with this cat also to where it's someone else in the family's owned this cat prior to Mitzi being around, but I'm seeing much here, this cat here that's been there well before her, and just literally she's getting watching the cat and weighing up the cat, I will say to you, but she's okay. And let your friend Carol know that she is, if your friend thought she's heard her, thinks she's hearing her, she had actually come through to let her know that she is around her. Okay, I want to say to you. So know that little Mitzi up there is doing okay. And Christine, I did read your message regarding you supporting your friend at the moment, and so know here that you're doing a very good job. That's where I feel that strength is coming in. It's not about the male essence, but the strength you're giving your friend. You are really supporting and helping your friend. I know that's very very beautiful, and say to you what you're doing with your friend Christine. So know, that is helping very much up there. Right, so let me see here. I'm being drawn now to Rosie. Rosie has lost her best friend only just 3 weeks ago. So hi to you, Rosie. Christine, you're doing a fantastic. I know that strength you're giving, that strength of character, the inner strength you're giving her is really guiding her through right now. I want to say, okay. And I also feel I'm not a medic here, but I also feel that I feel there's a lot of positivity around what's taking place with her. It's not positive she's got cancer, but the positivity in who's around her and the help and support she's actually getting. On a stage, I'm even looking here from the hospital point of view. I feel it's like they're doing a lot to be helping your friend. So just you being that rock is what you feel like to her at the moment, and it's really helping her to have that strength to power through. So let me now come here to Rosie, who has lost her best friend. Okay, so I just feel here, Rosie, just her best friend 3 weeks ago. Now I feel here with your best friend here, I know you're actually telling me she is your best friend, but as I feel her, it just feels here. Like sometimes when we're torn apart from people, this is how I feel. It's just like and I even feel here, even though it feels to have happened also very. I feel illness has taken us with a friend this period leading up to it. But I feel here, it's like when it does come, it's still that ripping apart, I want to say to you, of being gone, being not here, no longer here to have those conversations. I know your friend is making me feel here that you've done everything, with her, to help her before she passes over. I know here it's again, he's like, it feels like sometimes, when we lose a big part of ourselves, this is how your friend feels for you, Rosie. You feel like you've lost your right arm at the moment, a big part of yourself. I know here with her, she's saying to me here, now don't be made aware here. She's letting you know she's very comfortable on the stage show. So I feel here when there's this not feeling well before she passed, but I feel very comfortable where I am now on the stage show. Okay, she's showing me herself in a beautiful gown on the stage show. Okay, so I don't know if she's just showing me. It's not a wedding dress. I'm just got a beautiful dress, beautiful gown that she's wearing, and I know it's a light colour. So I just give me this aspect of this gown. I also feel here you have been friends for like best friend, but many years. Your friendship stretches back, I want to say, over many years. And it's almost like I want to say to you from your friend here, it's like this we say this like sisters. You're not sisters of blood, but you're sisters, I would say to you, in other aspects. I also see here, I feel like there's some, I don't know if you've been writing, I'm seeing writing taking place, I want to say to you, okay, and I feel this is more, so I don't know if you're contemplating writing a journal, writing how you feel, writing your emotions down. But I'm seeing here this aspect of writing taking place. I want to say, okay, and I know here your friends also making me feel it's very early days. I want to say, okay, and it's just allowing your. Is there a son? I want to say to you, I'm picking up on a son. I want to say as well, okay, for some reason I'm picking up on a son. And it's a son that's down here. If it's your son, her son, but I'm picking up on this aspect. I want to say to you, okay, is what she's given me. I also feel here. Stop. Sorry. My dog's being annoying. I also feel with her here, it's like that. I know she's very selective of who I have near me and who I have close around me. I want to say to you, as the time gets closer for me passing, I also feel like your friend feels very as I feel her essence of her more come through here. I feel here that she's very spiritual herself. I want to say to her, okay, so on this aspect here, she feels just very spiritual, a great believer that there's far more to life than just being down here. Is what she's saying to me. Okay, so I know she's a believer that life does continue on the other side of life. I also feel she's showing me an aspect. Now I don't know if this is you've had this or she gave you this. She's showing me a smallish crystal angel. I'm going to say to you, okay, so I'm sort of looking at a small crystal angel, and if it's more something here that you would have down here now, I want to say to you, okay, so it's something like a, and I'm seeing this little angel. It looks like I know it's not clear quartz, but it's like a whitish in colours, which is showing me. So I feel it's an essence. She's saying to me, I'm with the angels. I lay to rest with the angels. I want to say to you, there's a love here as well. There's a memory coming through here. I want to say to you of dancing. All right, so I'm here dancing, and it's feel like I want to say not like just messing around dancing, having just like being social, having fun. I want to say to him, and just being fun and enjoying. I know I want to say to you here. She's saying to me here now again here. She's very aware. I want to say to you, I am with my grandmother as well. So she may her grandmother. I want to say to you, okay. I also feel with your friend for some reason. Now she is taking me to Ireland. So I don't know if it's Irish connections or something you and her would have spoke about, but it's what I was speaking about, and I think it's more something you may have spoken about as she takes me over to there. I want to say to you, okay, and just know here, she loved dancing, and it's the dancing. I'll say to you, it's not what I'm looking at strictly dancing, that type, but it's the fun dancing, just dancing and being and just fun, just dancing, messing around and dancing. She's saying to me, okay, and it's almost like I just can hear her. I'll say giggle because she has a great laugh as well. I want to say she comes through here. Okay, so that great laugh and a laugh. I want to say she's like you'd hear a laugh, and it's like you'd laugh anyway, even if you didn't know what you was laughing at, because that's the sort of laugh she comes through. I want to say to you, okay. And with her, no, it's I want to say to her, and I feel I do. She's asking me to say it to you, so I know. It says there feels to be for her. There's still an element. I want to say to you, she's fine. She's at peace over there. Oh, you live on an island. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I want to go. I'll see. Oh, how lovely. Because I'm just seeing the island. Oh, how fantastic is that? It's really. I was just saying. I just have this feeling. I want to say to you, just feels lovely. I want to say as I feel that feeling. I want to say to you, okay. But I also say here, what she's making me aware is here. It's like those I know for her, she's saying to me here, she's very she would have been a very what I call buoyant person. She as a bump, she dusts herself down, gets herself back up again. And I think it's a thing I say. It's about I'm dusting myself down, I'm getting myself back up again, because almost like she's showing me herself on the spirit side of life. I want to say I'm dusting myself down, I'm getting myself back up again. What she's saying to me, okay, and. No, your friend, it's still early days for you down here. She's smiling. She's got a big beam on her face. I want to say to you, okay, beautiful. She showed me a beautiful head of hair as well. So I just show what she shows me as she is there now. I want to say to you, but I just feel here there's been an element as well. She's crossed over to the other side of life where she's been cared for, looked after for, embraced, taken over there. I want to say to you, taken over there, being looked after, being nurtured, and I want to say like an element of healing taking place over there for her. But she's just know here that just show me her hair, beautiful hair, the dancing, the laughing, and they are the precious things. You can't put a price on those precious things, which is saying to me, okay, what feels so important. I say to you that at the moment it's early for you down here, but enjoy those memories, those the fun ones. I want to say to you, the ones that don't cost any money but just make you laugh and make you smile. And there's some aspect about a window here. Now, what did you just show me? I'll just give you what I'm being shown. There's something about, I want to say to you, a stained glass window. So I don't know if it's to do with a church or a church, but I'm just in and it's not a particularly huge stained glass window, but I'm looking at a nice stained glass window is what she's showing to me, okay? She honestly, she knows how you're feeling. I say that you've been ripped apart. I'm going to say to you, okay? And she's saying to me, my message from her to you is to take care of yourself, Rosie. All right, to take care of yourself. Her hair now, Christine, she showed me, Rosie, her hair now is beautiful. All right, I know she's got a lot of hair. So it's out here. So it's not just like it's like out here, she's showing me. And this beautiful head of hair, all right, she's showing me. And she's saying to me here, for you, it's like, take care of yourself. And she comes through with the utmost love, I will say to you. And I'm just seeing her, like, I know you're on the island here. There's an essence, I want to say, of like, when I say like freedom, it's that being outside, being free, just being breathing and being free. She's saying to me, okay. And she loves you very, very much. Oh, Rosie, lovely friend. Sorry you lost your friend, Rosie. It's still very, very early days as well for you. Right, see who I am going to be drawn to next. Okay. So I did see a message. I did catch my eye a minute ago as I was still working with Rosie. And let me just see. I feel it was Paul. Now, Paul put a message just so I'm going to go back to Paul. There's a message you put before. So Paul Paul, you mentioned here someone here. Let me just see if I can find your message, Paul, before your first message that you came through it, because I didn't. Paul, hi Paul there. I do want to come to you, Paul. I'm very drawn here to come to you at the moment, okay? Because there's someone in your family you said that talks about wanting to pass over. So, Paul, if you can, and Gear, hi, sorry to read your message there as well, Gear, okay? So let me just come to Paul, if Paul is still there, and Paul is here. So I don't know if we can get Paul's messages up so I can read your message. Hi, Paul. Now, would you mind just re-putting your message in the chat box, Paul, for me? Where, as you said, someone in it's your mother-in-law, Okay, that's all I need to have, Paul. And just bear with me and have a quick sip of water. It's very warm in here today. Right. The first thing I want to say here, okay, it's really upset. Okay, right. Let's just tap in your mum. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to say here, and again, I'm not a medic, I'm not a professional person, but I just feel here, is your mother-in-law getting some form of help? I want to say to you, because I feel here, I feel your mum and your mother-in-law, it's not just about not feeling well in body. I also feel here what she's saying is, I want to say to you, is obviously it's how she's feeling in herself, depressed, low in herself. And I generally feel here she feels, now this is what I feel it'd be good if there's someone can talk to her. And I feel actually, I don't feel she needs, even if this could be someone, say, who's not quite so close, so maybe a friend, another family member who's not quietly entwined with you and your wife, your partner, and your children. I want to say to you, because I feel here, I don't feel she really understands that she's upsetting Luke. I want to say to her, okay, she doesn't realise this is because I want to say, not because she's being selfish, because I feel here her thinking is cloudy. Okay, so it's aspect, she's not thinking clearly, is why she's saying these words. I know, first I want to say to you, Paul, as I feel the essence of her, she is not going to do anything silly. I want to say to her, okay, so I know she's not doing, it feels very much here, she feels she's very much suffering from loss of herself, and feeling here, she feels, I know very strongly here, someone's like, I can hear her saying to me, I do not want to be a burden. I do not want to be a burden. I want to say to her, okay, and it feels here, and I know that she is not a burden. I want to say to her, okay, this is how she is feeling. And sometimes when we're like this, the more she's just not seeing. Almost want to say to you, when you're feeling in a low space and not in a good space, you can't see the wood through the trees through the wood. Is how I'm feeling with her. And I just feel here, someone could come and sit with her. I want to say to you, talk to her, let her understand how Luke is feeling, because I can feel that Luke is getting really sensitive, really upset about it. And I actually want to say to you, Paul, it doesn't feel fair on him as well. I want to say to you, okay, so I know I just don't, okay, like, right, okay. Right, so Luke, okay, so just feel here, I just feel here, it's not fair on Luke on stage, because it feels really, really unfair on him. And I feel it's like really, he's trying to hold it all together. And I feel again here, it's like he's not expressing his emotions. It just feels it's a difficult situation. And I just feel here with her, it is that grief, which grief, there's no limit on grief. There's no right or wrong way with grief. Some people, they can move through it quicker than others, and that's okay. And some people, it can take a lifetime. It just comes to a place of acceptance. I want to say to you. Now, I don't know, Paul, if this would help if it would help your mum-in-law, because I'm just being given, and she may not go, but could you coax her along, possibly for even some healing, maybe like free. A lot of these spiritual centers, spiritual churches, they do free will healing. It may be good, I want to say to you, just to be able to get her, I want to say, out, away from our home space here, and give her a bit of healing. I do feel it could possibly help her, but I also want to bring someone in here to talk with her. I want to say to her, okay, because she doesn't realize she's not being selfish. She's so eaten up with the grief, I will say to you, she just can't see the bigger picture of how she's hurting your Luke. All right. And I actually feel, Paul, you feel a good son-in-law, as in, I feel, have you personally sat down, have you spoken to her as well? Because I actually think if you spoke to her, her name is Wilma, I think, Paul, if you spoke to her, and I want to say, I know she thinks very highly of you, Paul, because I want to say the word mum. So I know she perceives herself to be mum to you as well. And say to her, okay. And I just feel, I actually feel it's good she's in hospital. Not she's unwell, but it's good she's there. And if you can talk, you and Luke can talk to some, I know the National Health rushed off their feet and understand that, but just if you can relay how you're feeling, because I actually feel like how I feel, Paul, how she feels right now, she doesn't want to come home. All right. And this is just how she doesn't, I just feel it. She doesn't want to come home. Okay. So I feel here, if we can all send Wilma some healing thoughts, healing work. I'm a massive believer in healing myself. And I would say to get some healing for her if the hospital allows, sometimes they allow Reiki people to come to the wards and help people. But I feel here, she feels she's got nothing to look forward to. It's the grief, and if she can get some medication, I will be honest, and I mean like orthodox medication here, I feel it could help her, and a little bit of probably bereavement counselling, because she still could have a life to live. I want to say to her, okay, it's not her time to go yet, but what I'm feeling is, I know she feels she does not want to come home, okay, and this is the aspect. So if there's the what do you call it, the psychiatric nurses there, doctors there, maybe if you can have a little word in there, I would say to you, and then ask. Yes, thank you, Stacey. The right words. Ask for a mental health assessment, Paul. Okay, because I feel if you ask, I think she's in the right spot to help that part of what's taking place with her as well. Okay, and she can get a mental health assessment there. They once you're in hospital, it's the getting in there. That's the issue. Once you're in there, they're normally very good looking after you. So, Paul, I would say to you, talk to her as yourself. Let her know how Luke is also feeling. Luke is also grieving a loss as well. Okay, and I feel Luke is like, not want to say too much because he's also worried about losing mum as well. I want to say, okay. And as Stacey said, I would say to you, definitely while she's in there, speak to the mental health people and see if I feel they can come and help her with the right medication, the right support, the right help. It's still, we say January, it's still such early, there's no time span on grief, Paul. And I'm feeling for what you're going through yourself at the moment, Paul, okay. But I do know, there's help out there that to be had. So speak, use your voice, speak, get that help. And then obviously part of the journey for her will be she needs to accept that help. But I feel she needs to know just how much Luke is suffering as well. And that will be enough, I think, to help to try and help her. So I will send you, Paul, and your family healing tonight on stage, okay? Oh, bless you. I would say she is okay, but I think what she needs right now is that she needs the knowledge of and the experts of the health profession to help her. We're all trained in different areas of our lives and all of our values and our qualities, and I feel that's where she needs to be right now. And say, okay, Paul, just voice your opinions to the staff there, and I'm sure they get the help that she needs. I want to say, okay, and I can see she's she can become well if she accepts that help. All right, so we're sending healing thoughts to your partner, to your husband Luke, and also to your mother-in-law. So let's see who we are drawn to next. Pull a card for, okay. Right, so just see here and pull a few. I feel my soul cards coming on it. So let's see here. And I know I was going to come to, actually, it was Gia. I'm drawn to come to Gia. I've said your name correctly, I hope so here. Gia, and it was a beloved one for you, wasn't it? So it was a child here. Hi, Gia. Now, just if I can get your message back up from before, I was a 9-year-old child. Am I correct here that we are linking with a 9-year-old child? All right. And I just want to say here, or the child's name, I'm going to be honest with you, but I can feel the essence of it coming through on the stage, okay. And I just feel here again the love that comes through on the stage. So I know, when I say wrapped in love, they are nurtured, looked after in the spirit side of life on the stage. Died from a car accident, was now, bless him, okay. Okay, so your father when you was 9, right? So still here. What I'm feeling is as they start to come through, I'm feeling the essence of all our family love us. Some family are friends, but when that family comes through, very much I want to say to you, for you, Gia, like love. It's like I want to wrap you, even though Dad's over there. I want to wrap you in so much love, I want to say to you, okay? It's almost like your dad, you know, is letting him know how much here he is there for you, I want to say to you, okay? There also feels here, I want to say to you, obviously, like, what he's showing me is, again here, I don't know if you've got a bra, but I'm being made of a male as well. Down here is what it's showing me, okay? And it feels here like I'm looking at through Dad's eyes at your life, and it feels here like lots of it. We will all have our own story in our own lives that tells our lives as our journey. And I know he's making me feel here it's been quite a difficult one for you, I want to say to you. So emotionally here, a difficult one for you, and it feels, I want to say to you, he's making me aware here. This like I feel you almost like, understandably, you grew up overnight. You've lost that childhood, is what he's saying to me. Okay, you lost that childhood with this what happened here, I want to say to you, okay? And sometimes even now it feels Dad's been over there some time now in the spirit side of life, but you still feel very much here lost, I want to say to you. And the grief process for you, it's like it suddenly it hits you again, you know. It's like from nowhere it comes, and suddenly it's like the flash of light that comes in, or you're missing Dad again, I want to say to you. And it feels like Dad's saying to me here, I know, it's like all the things in life you want to be there with, like, you know, you finish schooling and meet, you know, if you're going to get married, all those important phone things he's saying to me here. He feels like he's obviously missed out on, and so have you missed out on, he's saying to me, okay? Now I feel here with him saying regard the aspect of the car accident, I know here it's just saying to me here, it was all very, for him, you know, very quick, I want to say to you, okay? And I don't know if you remember, it was on the way. I'm coming home. I feel like I'm coming back home, I want to say to you, okay? Now it feels, I want to say to you here, there's obviously he's missed. There feels, I want to say, birthdays. Now I'm looking at, but I don't want to say it's your birthday. I'm looking at birthdays and dates, I want to say to you, okay? So it feels some significant around birthdays and dates. He's picking out to me, okay? Now I don't know how he's giving me the month of May, I want to say. So that feels like this feels an important time of year. May, as he comes in here for me. May, and also I'm going to go back a bit in here towards March. He's giving these dates for you, I want to say to you, okay? Now again here, he's showing me here. I don't know what there feels to be a toy. It's like a soft toy that you had from when you was a child that you hug a lot. It's like a comfort toy. What he's showing me, okay? So is what he's showing to me, okay? So, Gia, if you're still here, know your dad, I will say to you here, is with you. I want to say to you that journey, that the life you take through life, he is still with you, and just watching. He's watching you grow. He's watching your struggles, and watch the challenges you've faced. I want to say to you, without him being here. So I will leave Dad's love with you, Gia. Okay, and know it's saying to me up there now. He very much here feels like someone who makes plans and wants to do things. So I know he's up there, down there. When he was down here, making plans for things. So I shall leave that for you, Gia. Okay. And let's see who we're going to be drawn to next for a card next. So again, welcome people that's just coming on here. So hi to you, Jackie, and hi to KZ. KZ, I love that name actually. Let's see who I'm being drawn to. So I'm going to pull a card for, actually I'm going to go to, let me see here, Janita. Where's Janita? I just saw your name flash up. I love a message from your boyfriend that passed. Okay, Janita, I love your name. It's very similar to mine, but I do like it. It's unusual as well. So it'd be for your boyfriend that is in the spirit side of life. I want to say to you, okay. Now, what I feel here with Janita, your boyfriend, the spirit side of life here. Am I right? He feels to have passed over fairly quickly, I want to say to you, okay, and before his time. He feels over, and he's when he was here, it's almost, I would say to you, he is got a good sense of humour, I want to say to you, okay. So there's a very, very good sense of humour that it's making me aware of. And I just know here what he's showing me. It's almost like I feel he's died like literally fairly quickly. And so it's what he's giving this aspect. Now he's showing me here with you and him. Now, and again here, there's parts relationships, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend here, but you feel to be within that relationship. And I would say something like in a fun way. You're quite competitive with each other, I want to say to you. Okay, so I don't know if you show me, I don't know if you do, I want to say games. There's some aspect I want to say of being competitive within a week. It just feels, I want to say it does feel it passed very quickly. But show me that fun side of it. It's like I want to say to you, like you know, when we like when I say competitive, it's in a fun way. Sometimes if we're going to do, like, I don't know, we're going to do something, you've got to do it better. He's got, especially like me, if I play board games, I like to win. But there's an aspect is giving me that the pair of you have this like fun and this fun competition that comes in around you. I want to say to you, okay. And I just know here he's like as he's looking at me. He's got the most beautiful eyes, Anita, right? I'm just looking, and I know his eyes is someone that he's showing me here is when his eyes looked at you, is someone who really looked into your eyes as well. So it's like your souls are connecting through like literally eye contact, what it's saying to me, okay? And I know here it feels like it doesn't feel like you was together like many years, but it feels here the time you was together, it was all fun, I want to say to you, okay? And he feels a bit of what I call an explorer, an adventurer. All right. So even if he's not done much exploring and adventuring, he's someone who's like on the next thing, thinking about the next thing, want to do the next thing, I want to say to you, okay. And it's just obviously the aspect, like all these like plans and dreams is what he's saying to me, is what he's giving me this aspect of. And even though he's like this explore, I say he's more of an exploring personality here, I would say to you. He's not someone who necessarily thinks too far about his future. He never don't think about getting old until this happens. I'll say to you, till this happened to him. And it's like now, Anita, is it he who's got a brother? Because he's making me have a brother, I want to say to you, okay. So I thought it would be a brother that he would left behind, I want to say to you, okay. I also feel here, it's getting some let me just feel what his message is for you now. What the message I'm getting here for you, it feels like obviously you've gone on and you've grown, formed your own life here. But he's showing me, I want to say to you, I don't know if you are quite artistic on stage, but he's showing me you doing, no, he doesn't. Okay, something about a male, I will say down here today. So, and it feels like I want to say someone he would have been. So I don't want to make this fit, but I don't know if he had a very good friend as a male around him, I'll say to him that I feels like brotherly essence. So we had a very close friend here. I'm being made aware of that. I want to say to you, okay, they feel like this is an English expression, partners in crime, as in messing around, joking around. A good friend, I want to say to you, because I know them still be here, down here, alive. I want to say to you, okay. So I know very much here, his memory is very much alive with not just with yourself here, but also with his friends. I want to say to you, okay. Now I feel here again here, like I always want to say this thing when I say the pair of you feels like you was robbed, I want to say to you. It's not of his life, I want to say to you, but I know here the pair of you was really beginning to enjoy each other, enjoy each other's company, I want to say to you. And it feels like both of you was robbed of that opportunity to get to, and I know here, not just as your boyfriend here, but he's saying here that before he passes, you became very, very, I want to say almost like a friend, a close, someone that's so special to, I want to say to you, because show me here, you being with him not long before he passes, being near, I want to say to you, okay, and that really helped him, I want to say, okay, to know you was around. There's also this aspect I want to say to you. Now, again, I'm not got you singing as in on a stage or a platform here, but there's something about you singing as well, I want to say to you. He's making me aware of you singing to him in his ear, I want to say to you, okay. And to know here, he does, it feels like, I want to say to you, just robbed of your plans down here, not robbed for him up there now, but feel like robbed of the plans down here that you had for down here. And I just feel here, I don't know if you've done, there's some aspect that he's giving to me about you, which I feel is that there's a creative aspect around you, I want to say to you, okay. So just here, there's an aspect, it's just showing me you singing, I want to say to you, okay. And it feels, again, I know as you sing, it's like it's uplifting. And he actually, he might be joking, but you've got a nice voice, he's telling me. And he likes to hear you sing. You don't know all the words, he's telling me all the lyrics. So what he's making, this is making me laugh here now. He's telling me that you get some of the limits you get wrong. I want to say to you, okay, when you're singing the song to him. So but it makes him laugh, I want to say to you, okay. Just know if there's something here, I don't know if you are creating something or you're thinking about creating something, but he's just showing me this creative aspect around you. And sometimes I don't want to go to, when I say your stomach area, something like you're holding it in there. So I know that creativity that you do hold within there. So again, just I don't know. I just feel here because I know it's saying to me, because when you do create, when you do put something, you do something with your hands here, and you make something, you create something. It's almost like the pair of you are again. We are connected. I want to say to you, okay, that he's always there. He's always there. He's not far. I want to say to you, and I know one other little thing is, I was saying to me, This it's just showing me. This just be metaphoric, so I won't make it. I'm trying to work out what he's trying to show me, but he's just showing me a candle, and it's more the essence of blowing the candle out. So I thought if you do some sort of ritual, some sort of ceremony, but I'm looking at the just the blowing out on a statue of a candle is what he's saying to me. Okay, so I went to tap into your gift nature. Well, fantastic. Carry on doing what you're doing. It just feels like that creative aspect, I want to say to you, feels very strong around you. And I know it sits here in, when I say the stomach area, I know it's here. So it's very much here, strong and needing to be expressed, I want to say to you. And he feels very much here to instill in and upon you to be creative, to use it. But again, I come back to that last little image you showed me. There's a small candle, and it's almost like I just want to just blow that candle. It's more the significance of blowing the candle out than it is lighting it. So I know some aspect here about the routine ritual and what he's showing me. Okay, no, he's saying to me here, I know you've gone on to, he's happy for you, I want to say to you. Okay, he would have loved to share your life together with you, but he's also happy for you. And he's actually saying to me, he's giving thanks that you've asked to speak with him today as well. I want to say to you. Okay, and again, I don't know why it's giving me like you know, you will when the time, all of us will reconnect with our loved ones when the time is right. But you've got a lot of work, a lot to do, a lot of life to live down here just yet, I want to say to you. So Tanita, have a lovely day. Okay, know your partner there Harry was messing around, jovial, laughing, all that aspect, I want to say to you, is how he wants to be remembered. Harry comes through, I want to say to you, that short part of his life where he, that week it was all over. Just for him, he's saying to me, he's fine. And I know something, one other little thing he's given me about prayers. So I know here you must say prayers of some description, because actually you're saying to me here, I know he listens, and these are the prayers, and not just so I feel you say prayers for other people, other aspects, but he listens to those prayers. So I know those prayers are being listened to. And again, regarding the writing, he's showing me more writing again here. There feels something about you, not just writing, but you feel to be contemplating, considering, and this may be in your future, a book. You show me that as well. All right, so you've got lots to do. He did truly love you. He did. All right, Tanita. And I just see here what he's showing me here. So I don't know if it's going to be like a book of some sort, of like a share. We share our. I'm just seeing here, I know the concept is in your mind here, and if that concept is up in your mind there, I know part of it is part of that, I want to say, okay, for you. And so no, he's up there, and he is doing passing a bit over us. It's very, very early days for you, okay, all right. But no, he's listening to those prayers, all right. He's listening to those prayers, he's hearing those prayers, and again, early days for you. But he's just come through. I'll say, look, when I say the wow factor, he's come through with that amount of essence and energy as he's come through. You just there he is, literally as large as life, I want to say to you up there. And maybe a little bit too early for you just yet, but there's this concept he's given me that I feel there is something within your journey you shared with him. You will somehow manifest and create some sort of spiritual book, something about the journey. I want to say to you, okay, right, we have stepped. Well, that's fine. It doesn't, because again, just let it be, let it manifest. I'm not seeing it being done right now, but I know it's the seed is up there for it to be done, and it's about the and it feels here when you start to write it, it will just flow, and I know he will be part of that process as well for you. Okay, so no, just like no, he's okay. Okay, he is there, and also bless him. There's lots of little signs he's giving you as well. One particularly about a particular bird. All right, and it's not a robin. I'm seeing a particular bird he's showing me. What I'm seeing here, I'm seeing something about a bird. So I know he's okay. When the time you will know instinctively when you're going to start to write. It's not just yet, maybe a couple of years down the line, but I'm seeing the writing aspect coming in very, very much around you, Tanita. All right, so lots of love to you, okay? And know that, it's not the same as having him here with us in the physical body, but he is there around you in spirit, I want to say to you, okay? So Facebook user, hi there. So if Facebook users coming on, could you just please put your name in there, if your name Sue, George, whatever your name is, because I do connect with your name, even though your Facebook users, if there's a few of you, it's hard to then decipher who I'm actually with, I want to say to you, okay? So you see here, I'm going to be drawn to next. I'm going to be drawn to, I'm going to be I'm going to pull a soul card for Tracy Hand today. So I know Tracy's in Scotland here. So I hope you've got the sun up there today, like we have got down here in the London area. And let's see, I'm going to pull you a soul card for you, Tracy. So what does Tracy need to know today? Right, so for Tracy, for you today, I've got, again, nice card for you here. I've used my soul cards, and this card is about peace. So yeah, for you, I shall read the lines here. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Now, I don't feel here, now I'm going to tap into this card and the soul card for you here. And I do feel here, and this is more to do, not negative energy around you, not picking up on that at all. So I feel your energy around you was very clear, very nice energy here. But I feel I turn this around to you, because I feel here you're someone who can talk yourself out of good situations, good things, I want to say to you, okay, by bringing in nagging, niggly faults. All right, we can all do this. So we can all bring, the next best things in front of us, and the little doubts, the niggly faults start to come in. And I feel, now I know, Tracy, how far you've been working and coming with your spiritual journey, your spiritual path. And I actually want to say to you, I'm going to say the word here to you, to stop, not the spiritual path, but more stop the negative faults, because I feel you're talking yourself out of stuff. All right, so I feel here you've come on a long way, and you brought yourself to a good space, right? And then you let the little doubts come in, and the little niggles come in, and the little faults come in. All right, so so my word for you is stop the negative faults for self, not for other people. This is for yourself, right? Because trust. So I want to bring in that trust for yourself when I say to you, okay? Because I want to give you, where peace comes in here is that peace of mind. All right. And again, peace of mind, and I know myself, I'm someone who can overthink things, and things then become out of proportion. But try not to, so try to talk yourself out of good situations. Try to let those negative little faults disappear from yourself. I want to say to you, okay, they pop up, that's fine. Let them pop up, but don't hold on to them. Almost like see those doubts that come into your mind, the little doubts, little worries that come into your mind, and to see it, acknowledge it's there, and then let it go like a cloud, or just blow it away in your mind's eye, it's gone, and then focus on the positives, because everything in our life will have a positive aspect around it. And I just feel here there's no genuinely, Tracy, there's no negativity around you, but you just try to stop your overthinking. And again, what I feel for you, which might help you with your overthinking, and I've done it, so I understand what it can be like. It might be good for you that when you those faults, lots of excess faults come into your mind, maybe have like a good, the positives and negatives, and write those faults down. Just write them down, get on a piece of paper, and then just chuck it to one side, get rid of it. But I feel it's that for you, expressing those faults, getting those faults out of your mind, out of the way, so you then can move on to the next phase. I want to say to you, because it feels, I want to say, there's a lot of good things around you, lots of positives in your life, and I would look for those rather than those nagging faults, those nagging doubts that slow you down. All right, so just literally when you get them coming up, just say to yourself, stop, write them down if you need to, and then let them pass, and just carry on. Focus on how far you've brought yourself up to this day. There's a lot more for you to come, I want to say, okay, Tracy. So again, I don't think it can be difficult, but just say try to, if you can, when they do come into you, acknowledge they're there, then let them go, and focus on that, that you are a being of love, and you release those worrying faults. Trouble is, like, we're now, for us human beings now, we're so caught up in the to-do list, to do this, to do that, and all this aspect, we get conditioned to worry in. So often you can find that your default emotion can be to worry, and when there's sometimes nothing to worry about, we start looking for it. Again, I understand it, because I've done it myself. So again, look around you, those spirit eyes, look around you, and I want you to say to yourself, the glass is half full, not half empty. All right, and stop overthinking. To stop, I want to say to you, because for you here, there's lots of positives and lots of good things coming. Keep yourself on your stride, I want to say to you, with your work, because your work is going strength to strength. All right, so keep on moving, okay? And lots of love to you, Tracy. Okay, bless you. No, there's lots of good things. Look for those, and just and let those faults come in. We can't stop our faults. They're there. There are 40,000 faults a day we can have come through with a human brain, and try and stop those coming through. No, we can't, but Acknowledge them, let them go, don't stay with them. All right, but we don't want to become that that default way of feeling, because it can become a habit, literally. Right, so let's see here who I am going to be drawn to next to pull a card for, or if someone would like. Actually, I don't know if Kay is still there. If Kay is still there, she asked a message from her, would like a message for her nan. So let's just see if Kay is still there. Let me know if you're still there, Kay, because I do feel now your nan has come to join me. Okay, she didn't come through straight away, but I just feel here she's here now. So Kay, if you're there, Lewis, let me know you're there, and just put a little. Oh, you are, go hi back there, because I just feel here she is with me. I want to say to you, okay, and I just feel here she comes through here. She wasn't there straight away, Kay, I will say to you, but she just, and this is Stace, it's Lewis Crested, so who's as is her name there. I know she asked me to bring her name through for her, and I feel here, say Nanny's here. She's very much here showing me, I will say to you here. I want to also bring, she's showing you your mother with her, I want to say to you, okay. But I feel here your nan for me, she comes through here. Are there birthdays down here? I feel I'm going to look at birthdays down here now, dates down here that feel quite important, I want to say to you, for the family, as I'm looking down here as well. Now she feels very, I want to say to you, as I feel her, I want to be like here. You feel very much here. I want to be like more like a mum to you as well. I want to say to you, she comes through here. Your nan feels very. She's one of these ladies who, like, she takes. She's got her own opinions, her own mind, but she's very observant of what was taking place around. I want to say to you, for people, for family members, I want to say to you, okay. And she tries to keep it all even. Doesn't like disruptions, doesn't like arguments, doesn't like rows. I want to say to you, okay, as much as she possibly can. I want to say to you, okay. But she does feel more that mother aspect. I want to say comes through for you. I want to say to you, even though, and I also feel here, as I see where she's now, I also feel, Kay, that what I'm looking at here now with your nan here, it feels like. What I feel like as well with her, I do feel she's been over there sometime, Kay, but it feels like elements of you are still very much grieving your nan as well, even though she's been over there sometime. Feels like at the moment you're going over, in your mind here, like stuff about the old days, the old times and things, and the memories that we had, the memories that shared on stage, okay, is what she's giving me. I also know here, I feel here she's making me aware. I know you're wanting to move. I want to say to you, okay, and she's giving this feeling here. I want to give you words of reassurance from your nan, okay. So it's just words of reassurance that everything will be okay. Is what she's saying to me, okay. And so I just know here, everything will be okay. And it feels here like, I just feel here, she's like pushing you forward, as in regarding the move. It feels here to get, and I want to say to you, actually, there's a move a house, but also to get things moving. It feels here. I also, as I get things moving, I feel here it's like to get things moving for you as well. I want to say to you, it's more about how you're living now at home as well. So get things moving, get things changed, start to get things. I know the house is not there yet. I'm seeing that, but it feels like I need to start doing things at home. I want to say to you, okay, to start things moving. This is for Lewis, Casey. I'll come to you if I've got enough time as well. So I know, see here, it's going back to where you live now. You need to start getting things moved, shifted, things sorted out there. There also feels, she's making me aware, Lewis, for you here, as an aspect around money. I want to say to you, okay. So I feel here, I don't know if she's used, there's some inheritance, there's some money she's making me aware of. I want to say to you now, am I right here, Lewis? It feels like you may have been, should have been given something. It feels like you've lost out on something. I will say to you, from an inheritance point of view, is what she makes me aware of. I want to say to you, okay. And I know here, going with her, it's almost like I want to give you that a new life now down here, a new life to move forward, a new life to move on. I want to say to you, okay. And it feels like when I say a lot of things for you to let go of now, in your physical, your human life now. And that's because I just feel here, a move for you really feels, what I say to you, on the cards. I feel you'll be gone by this time next year. You'll be well and truly, you will be up and been moved. And it feels here, I want to go bring in from her a fresh start, a new start, a new beginning for you. I want to say to you, okay. Your nan also, I want to say to you, Lewis, a great believer in spiritualism, in the work. I want to say to you, because this feels very strong around her. I want to say to you, okay. And she gives me this feeling. It feels like, I want to say to you, she does gather with you. I want to say to you, so I know she gathers with you, she gathers around you, and she lets you know that she comes. So are having symbols, I will say to her, okay, because it feels here as she comes in here, there are symbols that you're aware she is around you. And she's saying to me here as well for you, I want to say to you, Lewis, to sit more for the intention to sit and connect with, I will say to you, spirit, but more to connect with her, because I feel here she's reaching out to you, Lewis, okay, reaching out to you, because she wants to, what she's showing me is, I know you're a grown lady, but she's showing me almost like wanting to scoop you up, pick you up as a child, hug you and cuddle you and tell you how much you are loved and wanted, is what she's showing me. So she's giving that, just as we, our grandparents pick us up as small children, she's picking you up here as that small child, and that's what she's showing me, and telling you, I love you. Don't ever I love you. I love you. And it's that hug she's going to give you as she holds you and supports you from the spirit side of life down here. Very much I want to say to you. Also here feels some beautiful, again here, she's showing me daffodils, but it feels more to do, I will say to you, as an emblem than it is of the actual flower itself. There's something about the daffodil that she shows me, okay? So just that symbolism from that is what she's showing me. And I know here again, it's just what she's saying to me here. Her message for you, everything will be okay. All right, and she's very glad. I'm looking at your son as well here. I want to say to you, and it feels happiness around that as well. I want to say to you, okay. So no, sit down, Lewis. Sit down, be quiet, just to connect, be still, to allow her to feel her presence, almost like she holds you from the spirit side of life. Is what I want to say to you. Lots of love, Lewis, to you, okay. So to see here, right now I'm going to come now to KZ, because a little bit confusion there with the two Ks. So let me come back to KZ now to see if I can find your name on the chat, and I'll pull a card for you. So let me see here. Where's KZ? I know you had a message for you. So I'm going to put a card for you, KZ. I want to say to you. So I shuffle my cards here. One's going to jump out at me. That's my pleasure, Lewis. Okay, so know that, and say no, she holds you from the spirit side of life, on the side to you. And so sit and find that time to be still, and she's aware you're missing her very much. She's aware lots of thoughts that come through for you from you to her, and she's listening, on the side to you. But I see a glee in her eye regarding your son, so things feel good around that aspect as well. So KZ, so it's KZ here. So nice to see you back, I want to say to you. Now, so I pulled a soul card for you, I want to say to you, okay? And so we'll draw a card to start off with. And I've got the card here of success for you. So this is a very nice card here for you. So I feel as I want to tap into this card for you. Now, what I feel is with you, I feel that I'm not saying the word crossroads, but I feel there's avenues for you to be exploring, I want to say to you, okay? And so as I look at these avenues here, now what I feel with you, Casey, I'm looking at here, there feels to be, are you holding yourself back? I want to say, because I feel in some aspect you're holding yourself back. And there's reasons sometimes in life why we hold ourselves back, because of this family, there's commitments and work aspects and all that, I want to say to you. But I feel here for you, there's like, you are holding yourself back, I want to say to you, okay? And I feel here it's like, because you feel to be as well, when I say comfortable in you're quite comfortable to hold yourself back and let push other people forward, I want to say, okay? Promote other people. And I feel actually I want to bring in the spiritual work around you, okay? And I feel here that doors are opening for you, all right? So doors and aspects are opening for you. And I feel I want to say to you that I know that there's aspects around you. You like, we look at, we look at an apple tree, and there might be one there you particularly like. You want to pick that particular apple or that particular plum or cherry from the tree. I feel here you want to start being selective, I want to say to you, about the things you want in your life, the things you want to be successful at, because I just feel you very much here have success at your fingertips if you allow yourself to literally almost focus like a laser beam on what you want, your dreams, your desires, your gifts. Because I feel here there's a lot of gifts, there's a lot of dreams, a lot of desires within KZ, and I feel sometimes we can forget those dreams, we can forget those desires, because human life gets in the way. Bills have got to be paid, all sorts of things have got to be done. And what I feel would be good for you here is to almost like take stock of your, go back a few years, of all those desires, those dreams, those yearnings. And we all have yearnings, and that's okay. It's not wrong to have an idea to want to do this or to want to do that. The soul, the human soul, is here to progress and to grow. And again, it's up to us then to allow it to progress and to grow. And I feel here for you, Casey, take a little bit of time to literally revisit your passions, your dreams, I want to say to you, your desires, and literally, I want to say to you, right, okay, just right, to move and work, right. You will do, Casey. Okay, you will do, Casey. All I'm going to say to you is the success card is there for you, okay? But you need to also, sometimes you need to just propel yourself a little bit more further forward, all right? So put your head out there, stick your head out a little bit. It's not always easy, I want to say to you, to stick your head out there sometimes, but do, all right? And you even, I want to say to you, why wait till you move? As well. Because there are ways, all right? Because, it's there for you, okay? So that's where I feel like, move aspect, you're holding yourself back here. There's other ways. Think of yourself like as I always like a water sign, whereas you might find a way of literally water finds a way of trickling around obstacles. Find your way. Think of yourself as a small stream of water, and you'll find your way around those obstacles that come in your way, because success is there for you. And I always want to say to you, don't wait, don't hold back. Step into it, even if it's like small increments to start you off. Just 1 day a week, 1 day a month, half an hour a month, whatever you can fit into your life. Don't hold yourself back. Find a solution where you can literally trickle yourself way around it. Think of yourself like as a water finds itself around a stone. You know what I mean? You will find its way around it. Think of yourself like that, of a way that you can still work, do your work, and work with spirit, because success is there for you. So just don't hold yourself back. Even though you're waiting to move, you can still work with spirit. Even if it's you sitting outside with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and connecting with your own spirit, you can do it. All right. But make time for it. Okay, I'm going to say to you, Casey. So just a little bit of discipline, I'd say to you, in a way, a little bit of discipline to find time where you can actually nurture that part of yourself. All right, don't hold yourself back. There's always, I believe truly, where there's a will, there's a way, and you will find that way if you truly want to be on that path. And I know you can, because success is there waiting for you. Right, well, I'd like to say thank you to all of you for joining this afternoon's live. I will be back. I was so quick that hour, and I'm sorry if I don't see all your names that come up, because as I'm here reading the messages that do come up, I do read them afterwards when the live's finished, but I don't often get to see all the names literally while I'm live. So sorry if I've sort of not read out your name, not seen you, if not noticed you here, but I will read back afterwards. I will be back next week, same time, 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. British Summer Time. And if you want to find me, I am on Facebook, Anita Denise, also on Instagram, Anita Denise1. And if you're interested in any sorts of animal communication, I have my animal communication group, Animal Communication with Anita Denise, where it's all free of charge. And also, just before I go, Veronica's mediums, myself being one of them, will not contact you. So if you get anyone contact you for a reading, please know it's not one of Veronica's mediums that work through the online psychics. You'd need to come, if you wanted to find more about the work we do, you'd need to find us on our own social media platforms. So all of you, wishing you a lovely day, love and light, and try to look for the rainbow in your life if you can. All right, until next week, take care. Bye-bye.